Hello there everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey and today I'm going to guide you through an really all levels yoga practice that is especially focusing on the side body and on lateral poses. So if you are newer to the practice of yoga, if you are a beginner, this is a great practice for you to do to start to get familiar with some of the lateral poses, the side poses in yoga and the proper alignment. And if you are more familiar with some of these postures, it's also just a good opportunity to check in with those alignment cues and to drop into a really yummy practice for the side body. So we're going to go ahead and get started with just a little bit of grounding. So come to a nice comfortable seat on your mat. You can put a blanket or a pillow underneath your hips. You could put blocks under your knees. Speaking of blocks, I do have one with me today. You'll only need one block, or if you don't have this, then you could use like a book, or if you have like a chair nearby, just keeping it close by so you have something that's a little bit higher off of the floor that you can use if you want to. Alrighty. And so just getting into a comfortable seat, again, using any support that you have. Letting your hands rest in your lap however is comfortable. Shoulders come away from your neck, crown of the head reaching tall. We're going to start with a few cleansing breaths in through your nose. Sighing it out. 2 more like that. Breathe in. Sigh it out. 1 more like that. And then just returning to breathing in and out through your nostrils. Not holding the breath at all, letting it come and go naturally. And take some time in your mind's eye to imagine the length of your spine from the tip of your tailbone, growing up, sitting up tall, lengthening up through the back of your neck, out through the crown of your head. That danda, that staff, that line of energy. And we're going to try to stay connected with this awareness of the spine throughout practice, because even as we are bending from side to side and moving from side to side, you're going to want to keep your spine in this relatively same plane of alignment. In the last few breaths here, maybe you just connect with an intention for your practice today. A sense of gratitude for taking time to get on your mat. And then let's open our practice together with one chant of Om. Bring your palms together in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra. Wherever you are with your breath, empty out your lungs. Take a breath in at the bottom. And exhale to chant Om. Release your hands. Flutter your eyelids open. And then let's get started with some supported side bends. So keeping both sits bones grounded, you're going to take your right hand down to the right side. Maybe use a block if the floor feels a little bit far away, right? And then with that right hand down, inhale, left arm goes out and up. Feel this line of energy from your left hip all the way to your left fingertips, and then just take that right over towards the right. And instead of thinking about crunching through the right side body in order to get your upper body closer to the floor. You're going to just keep lifting up and over. And so it's like you're pressing your left side ribs towards the upper left corner of your room. Your chin is slightly tucked. Maybe you send your gaze upwards just by turning your head. And we're not going forward. We're actually kind of leaning the upper body back. Still breathing. Another breath in. Exhale, send that left arm out and down. And then let's go to the other side. So if you were using a block, taking that block over towards the left, planting your left hand down. Inhale, right arm goes out and up. Again, line of energy from that right hip all the way to your right fingertips, and then think up and over as you lean towards the left. Steady breaths, chin tucked a little bit. Maybe your gaze goes upwards, and you're leaning your right shoulder back, opening through your chest. Good work. Another breath in. Exhale, right arm goes out and down. And then let's take some twists. Left hand is going to go to your right thigh. You can hook onto the back of that right knee. And then right fingertips behind you somewhere. Use these as points of support, but not where the twist is coming from. So instead of just cranking your body with your arms, inhale, lift your heart space, find that integrity along your spine, and then twist along your spine, turning your ribs to face more so towards the right. And then again, just kind of using your arms to support yourself. A few breaths going this direction. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release the twist. Let's go to the other side. Right hand goes to the back of the left knee. Left fingertips behind you for support. Breathe in, lift your heart. Exhale to twist. Notice how every breath in kind of gives your torso and your spine more support. So lengthening up. And every exhale creates a little bit of room for maybe some depth. So again, we don't have to use the arms to crank ourselves into the twist. But as you breathe out, navel draws back, just finding a little bit more depth, using the muscles along your spine. Awesome. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. From here, come around to tabletop pose, hands and knees. You can move your block. Hands go underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Spread the fingers nice and wide. And then start to move through a few rounds of cat and cow. So we're going to inhale, lift the sits bones, drop the belly, pull the heart through and lift your head. Exhale, chin to your throat. Round your spine, pressing the back of your ribs towards the ceiling. Tuck your tailbone down. Navel draws up. Inhale, cow pose, tailbone lifts, belly drops, heart pulls forward, head lifts. Exhale, cat pose, head down, spine rounds, tailbone tucks down. A few more like that. Breathe in. And breathe out. Waking your spine up incrementally. Last one here. Inhale back into your neutral tabletop pose, and then walk your hands towards your knees and up your thighs to help yourself come up to kneeling on your shins. From here, turn to face the long edge of the mat. Just be where you can, still see the video if you need to take a look. So knees are right under the hip points. We're going to take hands to the waistline, and then let's step the right foot out to the side. Straighten out that right leg as much as you can, and the knife edge of your right foot should be down. So you shouldn't be rolling to the inside of your foot like this. Press down through the outer edge of that foot, straighten out through the back of the knee. Tailbone is going to tuck down a little bit. Heart is lifting, so we're coming back to that alignment that we had when we were in Sukhasana. And then we're going to take the left hand down to the mat. If that feels far away, take your block under your hand. And then inhale, reach your right arm out and up. Exhale, send that right arm alongside your right ear. This is like a variation of a side plank. If you have more support, that left knee is down. And so with the left toes pointing back, you might find that you can press your hips forward a little bit and lean your upper body back, kind of like twisting your heart towards the sky. Take a couple more breaths on this side. And then exhale, imagine someone's pulling on your right wrist and they're going to help you come all the way back up. Arms in this T shape, shoulder height. Keep that right leg as it is. Bring the right hand onto your right thigh or right calf. Flip that left palm. Inhale, send the left arm up. Imagine that line of energy from your left knee towards your left fingertips, and then take that left arm up and over as you lean over towards the right. Again, you have the left foot behind you. You can press into the left foot, press your pelvis forward a little bit, and lean your upper body back a little bit. Really long here through that left side. One more breath in. Exhale, left arm goes out and down, hands to the waistline. Let's just step this right foot back in. And let's go to the other side. So you can go ahead and move your block if you're using it. Step your left foot out. Ground through the outside edge of that left foot, not rolling to the inside like this. Press down. Lift up through the heart, lengthen the tailbone down a little bit. Take your right hand onto the right side of your mat, or maybe down onto a block if that feels too far away. Left arm reaches up and over, and left arm is alongside your left ear. Palm is face down. So again, it's like that supported side plank. It's also a very similar sensation that we're going to explore in extended side angle here in a little bit. Just a little sneak peek. Pressing your pelvis forward, leaning your upper body back, and make sure you're not crashing into this right shoulder like this. Bring the shoulders away from your neck. One more breath cycle. Next inhale, imagine someone's pulling on your left wrist, helping you come all the way back up. Left hand to your left leg. Inhale, right arm goes straight up overhead. Feel the length from the right knee to the right fingertips, and then take it up and over. One more breath in. Exhale, right hand goes out and down, hands to the waistline. Step your left knee in. A little balance needed there. You can come back to facing the front of your mat. Bring your hands down. Move into our first downward facing dog. Spread the fingers really wide. Tuck all 10 toes under. Press through your feet. Lift your hips up and back. Because it's our first downward dog, you might like to alternate the bends of your knees. Paddle out through your feet, pressing down through the Achilles and the heels. If it feels like all of the weight is going into your upper body, put a deeper bend of your knees, press your hips up and back. Think about getting your thighs closer towards your chest. and your chest closer towards your thighs, deep V shape with the body. Take a moment to come to stillness in your downward dog. Take one good breath here. Exhale, sigh it out. Great work. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, take any amount of steps to come to Uttanasana at the top of your mat. Soft bend of the knees. Let your upper body drape over your thighs. Let your head be really heavy here. And take a couple of breaths. You can bring your block under your hands from here. Inhale, think about lifting halfway. Hands on the blocks just brings the earth up a little bit closer to you. Lift up through the lower abdominals. Tuck the tailbone back slightly and reach forward through the crown of your head. Feel really nice and long through the spine. Send your weight into your right foot briefly, and then you're going to step your left foot behind and slightly to the right of your right foot. You're coming onto the knife edge of that left foot. Flex back through the left toes, and then you can take the block with you or just walk your fingertips over towards the right side of the mat for a deep IT band stretch. Let your head get heavy here. You're trying to straighten the left leg as much as you can, but you can still have a pretty deep bend in that right knee. One more breath cycle. Come back through center, maybe hands onto the blocks for support. Left foot next to the right, back into our regular Uttanasana. Find the length in your spine again, and then step your right foot behind into the left of your left foot. Knife edge of the right foot is down. Flex back through the toes. And then maybe you stay here. Maybe you walk your fingertips over towards the left side of your mat. Big IT band stretch. Let the head be heavy. Remember, you can bend into the left knee. Take another breath in. Exhale, walk your hands back through center. Step the right foot next to the left. Back to your traditional Uttanasana. You can move your block out of the way. Inhale, press through your feet. Rise up. Upward salute. Head over heart, heart over hips. Maybe palms kiss together overhead, looking up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pause. Notice how you feel. Let the dust settle. Alrighty, once again, let's turn to face the long edge of the mat, stepping to the center of your mat, coming back into Tadasana here. We'll take some side bends, standing this time. Inhale, arms go out and up, upward salute. Exhale. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. You might widen your feet just a little bit, and then you're going to reach through that right hand, kind of pull on your right wrist with your left hand, and send your upper body over towards the left. As you're doing this, you can press your hips over towards the right a little bit. Staying grounded. If it feels better to have feet together, this is also a nice option. You're lengthening out of your lower back. One more breath in. Exhale through center. Just switch out the arms. Grab onto your left wrist with your right hand, kind of pulling on that left wrist up and out, and then sending your upper body towards the right. On an exhale, coming back up through center and then releasing the arms out and down. Staying facing the long edge of your mat, widen your feet, wider than the width of your hips. Toes starting out pointing forward, and think about finding Tadasana here. Ground down through your feet, lift up through the inner arches, lift up through the inner thighs, crown of the head reaching tall. Take your arms out into a T-shape, shoulder height, palms face down. Going to the left first with our warrior two. Lift your left toes, spin on your left heel to point your toes towards the shorter edge of your mat, towards the left edge of your mat. And then shoulders are going to stay right over the hips, that danda, that staff. The spine is stacked. We're going to put a deep bend into that left knee as you send your gaze past your left fingertips. So a lot of the times what happens as we do this is that the upper body goes with the leg. Keep your shoulders right over your hips. Only bend the knee and feel your pelvis shift towards the left. We're going to take 3 breaths. Keeping your drishti, your focus past that left long finger. And then let's reverse our warrior. Right hand onto that left thigh. Flip the left palm. Inhale, reach that left arm straight up and then lean back. Big side body stretch. Another breath in. Exhale, keep the bend in that left knee. Bring your left elbow onto your left thigh. So here's where we're really going to be practicing opening through the chest and pressing the pelvis forward a little bit. So make sure that the front of the chest is still facing towards the right. We're not rounding towards the ground like this. And then take that right arm past the right ear, up alongside your right ear, reaching through the fingers. Extended side angle. Remember, chin stays tucked. Spine is in the same plane of alignment. We're just sending it over towards the left. One more breath in. Exhale. Come up and out of that left leg, straighten the left leg, arms go back to shoulder height, T-shape here. For Trikonasana, where we're going, I like to bring my right foot in a little bit, and then you might also like to go ahead and set your block onto its highest setting to the outside of your left leg. With your arms into this T-shape, you're going to let your pelvis drop towards the left, so your right hip rocks up, your left hip drops down. And reach forward with your left hand and then bring your left hand maybe onto the block, maybe onto your shin or your ankle if you're not using a block. Reach the right arm straight up towards the sky, palm is facing forward, and then gazing up towards your right thumb. If that causes any twinging in your neck, keep your gaze forward or look down towards your left big toe. Keep the chest open. Pressing the pelvis forward, leaning the shoulders back. One more breath in. And out. Inhale, imagine someone's pulling on the right wrist, helping you come all the way back up. Hands to the waistline, lift the left toes, parallel your feet, and you can readjust your stance if you walked that right foot in like I did. So we're back in that wide stance. Take a moment to let the dust settle here. Let's take it over to the right. Lift the right toes, spin on the right heel, point the toes towards the right short edge of the mat, and keeping the shoulders over the hips, spine is stacked, arms go out, T-shaped shoulder height, lunge into your right knee. Warrior two. A couple more breaths here. Next breath in, reverse your warrior, left hand to your left thigh, flip the right palm, inhale, lean back. Exhale to stay, feel that big side body stretch, keep bending into the right knee, another breath in. Exhale, bring that right elbow on top of the right thigh, and then keeping your chest open, pressing your hips forward, left hand goes behind the left ear as you reach that left arm up alongside your left ear. Palm is face down, chin is tucked a little bit, Gaze can go up just by turning the head. A few more breaths. Good work. Inhale, press through that right leg to straighten, come back to head over heart, heart over hips. We're going to heel toe this left foot in again, and you can use your block if you want to. We're going to let the right hip kick down this time, left hip kicks up. Reach the right hand forward to feel the length, and then set your right hand onto the block, the ankle, the shin. Left arm is straight up above you. It's like you're trying to stack your left thumb over your left eye. Maybe your gaze goes up. Trikonasana, press the hips forward a bit, lean the upper body back. 2 more breaths. Next breath in, reach up through that left arm like someone's pulling on your wrist, hands to the waistline, parallel your feet. You can widen your stance again if you want to. Think about being a superhero, reaching down through your feet, lifting up your chest and your heart, reaching up through the crown of your head. Exhale, hips go back, hinge at the hip creases as your heart goes forward. Whenever you meet about 90 degrees, you're gonna bring the hands underneath the shoulders for support and let gravity take you the rest of the way down. Allow for a bend of the knees as necessary. Maybe walk your hands in line with your feet if you're feeling ready for that today, and keep pulling your shoulders away from your neck. Head is really heavy. 5 breaths here. One more breath in and out. Inhale, walk the hands underneath your shoulders, and then hands to the waistline, lifting halfway and press through your feet. Come all the way back up to upright, head over heart, heart over hips. From here, you can kind of start to heel toe your feet in towards center, and then eventually turn to the top of your mat. Step up to Tadasana at the top of your mat, arms resting down beside you. Whenever you're ready, let's take a little flow. Inhale, arms go out and up. Exhale, forward bend, soften your knees, hinge at your hips. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into your plank pose. Hold here, take a breath in and out. We're going to move through a couple of side planks just for funsies. You're going to tick-tock your heels over towards the left. You're going to start to lean onto your left hand, press through that left arm, reach your right arm up and straighten it right above you. Stack the shoulders on top of each other. Press through the feet to lift your hips. If this is too much for you, drop that left knee down. Woo. A little hard to balance. You can kind of point the toes back a bit for support. Or again, keeping the feet stacked, keeping both legs straight. Another breath in here. Exhale, right hand goes down, back through your plank pose. Take a pause. Straight over to the right, tick-tock the heels towards the right, press through the right arm, reach your left arm up. Lift your hips. Maybe drop that right knee down if that's better for you. Alrighty, exhale, left hand goes down. From here, you can drop the knees down, and we're going to send it back to child's pose. Widen your knees, send the hips back, reach the arms forward, melt your heart down. And take 5 breaths here to rest. Next breath in, lift your head, walk your hands closer in towards you, and then from here, swing your legs over to one side and send your legs out in front of you. We're going to come all the way down to the back. Make sure you have that block or whatever else you were using somewhere nearby as you lower down. And then just take a moment to let your back recalibrate after getting down here. Having support under your spine is so underrated. And you did a lot of good work today using the muscles in your spine in your side bends, your lateral poses. Let's come into supported bridge. Grab your block and you're going to bring it underneath your sacrum on the lowest setting unless you know that the medium setting is your preferred way. Press into your feet, lift your hips up, and place the block underneath you. And so your pelvis should be elevated, your sacrum, that little bone at the base of your spine, should feel totally supported, and your shoulders and your head stay resting on the mat. Allowing for your hands and your arms to rest wherever's comfortable. Taking about 5 breaths here. On your next breath in, press into your feet, lift your hips, move the prop out from underneath you, lower your hips back down to your mat, and then we'll close our practice with a twist, also so good for the side body. Pull both of your knees in towards you, give yourself a hug for a moment, maybe you rock a little bit side to side, and then you can let the arms drop out into a T shape or a cactus shape and let both of your legs drop to the right. Stacking the legs on top of each other, here's another place you can use the block. You could put it between your legs if that left knee is hovering, and so it just might feel a little bit better on your hips and your knees. You don't necessarily need it, it's just an option. A few more breaths here. Next exhale pulls you back through center, knees into your chest, rock side to side again, massage your back. And then right arm goes out, dropping the legs over towards the left this time. Again, you can put the block between your legs if that feels better. 5 or so breaths in this twist. Next exhale, come back through center. Again, you can rock side to side. Just give yourself one more big hug. Maybe you lift the head, bringing your nose closer towards your knees, just hugging everything into a big ball. Take a big breath in. And then exhale to release, letting the head rest down, the feet rest down. Extend your legs and your arms. And then taking a little bit of time to rest in your Shavasana. You'll hear my voice when it's time to come back. Please do not skip out on this important piece of your practice. I'll see you on the other side. Remaining just as you are, start to bring your awareness back to your breath. And then start to wake your body up with some small, gentle movements. Just wiggling in any way that feels good. Maybe taking a big full body stretch, breathing in, breathing out, letting it all go. And then slowly bringing your legs in, rolling yourself over to one side. Use your bottom arm like a pillow for a couple of breaths. And just feel the floor underneath your side body. Feel the space behind you. And on an inhale, press down to lift yourself up, coming back into a seat right where we started. And just take a moment to reflect on your practice in a positive way, sitting up nice and tall. acknowledging how your practice has impacted you. And if any wisdom or intuitive messages came up for you in your practice, reminding yourself of that now. And then bring palms together in front of your heart. Connect to a sense of gratitude for this practice and for yourself for showing up for practice. That's the hard part. And then we'll close practice with one chant of Om. Wherever you are with your breath, empty out your lungs. Take a breath in at the bottom. Exhale to chant Om. Thank you all so much for joining me for this side body yoga practice. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please let me know how you're feeling in the comments down below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I put out new classes every single Sunday, so I would love it if you would join me here again in the near future. I hope we can practice together again very soon. And until then, namaste.